Hey guys, we are getting ready to get started here. This is part two. This is part two of what we talked about yesterday, which is, to me, this is really exciting, and not many people realize this. It's a profound, something that you can do that's really powerful way to help you improve your metabolism, and also, at the same time, really help you improve gout, okay? So, what we're going to talk about is a common cause of slow metabolism that you've never heard about. And remember guys, what I'm trying to do is focus on the things, the problems and the complaints that I see every day clinically. And the number one complaint is probably fatigue. The second complaint is likely and then close to that is also brain fog, poor issues with memory and clarity of thinking. And then there's a number of other problems from digestive tract issues, and the list goes on. But these, the things that I'm trying to cover in these videos that we're doing, in these live sessions that we're doing now, is really focusing on the problems that I see most commonly, that I know a lot of you have questions about. So I'm going to teach you as much as I can so you can help yourself and really help you to become your own advocates and take your health back, right? That's our goal. So guys, do me a favor, as with all of our live streams, please do me a favor. There are so many people in the world that have no idea about this information. And what I'm sharing with you guys, I'm going to tell you that this is going to really hit home. It's not about weight loss as much as it is about general public health. Because guys, the number one leading cause of death is, in the United States, heart disease. Okay? Heart disease. Now, what is the primary and the greatest contributing factor to the cause of heart disease? What is it? It's obesity, guys. It's obesity. And what we're going to talk about is how to improve metabolism and some things that you guys probably have never heard about. Things that can decrease metabolic rate and cause a lot of problems for your metabolism that could help so many people. Because how many people do you know that have gout or that have high uric acid, which is what causes gout? I'm going to tell you guys that is going to be one of the main things that we're going to focus on here is uric acid, because it can shut down and really decrease the cell's ability to produce energy and burn calories. So we've got to be aware of this factor that comes into but a lot of things that drive it and cause it. So guys, help us help other people, help your family, help your friends, share these messages and share our videos so that they can become their own advocates and really be better partners with their doctors, take their own health back, become better educated, okay? So let's get started, okay? So what we're doing, this is part two, guys. If you missed part one, it was yesterday, but basically what we talked about was how this thing has this profound ability to really what our focus is today is decrease the ability of the cells of your body to use and produce energy, to use sugar and produce energy for you. So it creates fatigue, and it can really dampen your metabolism and cause you to gain weight, right? So what causes uric acid to be high, right? And that's one of the things that my yesterday was, what is the number one thing that drives up uric acid? And I wasn't talking about purines necessarily, the compounds in food, and mainly in what we'd consider organ meats and processed meats that will metabolize in your body and break down into uric acid. Now, I wasn't looking for the purines, which people know, organ meats and seafood and those types of things. What I was really looking for, guys, is something that is even more dangerous and more harmful to fructose. Fructose is a type of sugar. Okay, now there's lots of different types of sugars, guys, but fructose is a very potent inhibitor, or it decreases cellular energy production, and it's a very potent producer of uric acid. It contributes to uric acid increases, and it also really shuts down cellular energy production in several ways, that it decreases some of the activity of some of the enzymes inside the cell. Okay, so it's a major problem if you're trying to lose weight. And it's more potent, it's a bigger problem than the other types of sugars. Because of this, in particular, what it does is, guys, when you consume fructose, which we know is really high, obviously, in fruits, and there are a lot of fruits in particular that have high fructose, but guys, really, the big thing is high fructose corn syrup, which you guys have heard about, I know. high fructose corn syrup, which is using corn to make this type of syrup that's added to all kinds of foods. Now what I've done is, guys, I'm going to give you guys some resources, but there's a resource I created today just for you guys. You can go to hashimotosdoctor.com/UA for uric acid. hashimotosdoctor.com/UA for uric acid, and you can download this cheat sheet. It's a one-page cheat sheet. I'm going to tell you it's got all this stuff in it that I wanted to make sure you guys had so that you could take control of this, okay? So fructose is a fruit sugar, but it's also, they can get it from high fructose corn syrup, which is in all kinds of processed foods. What's that you want to avoid that has high fructose corn syrup in it, guys? What food has the highest amount of high fructose corn syrup in it? Number one food is sodas. A tremendous amount of high fructose corn syrup to sweeten them. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to do one thing and one thing only to help improve your metabolism, if you are consuming sodas, get them out of your diet. Okay? They're probably one of the worst things for your diet that I can imagine. Okay? And it's going, if you want to really promote obesity and promote fatigue and all kinds of other health problems, then consume sodas that have high fructose corn syrup in them. Because fructose is high in a lot of fruits, which fruits are going to be the last thing I'm going to tell you to eliminate from your diet. Things like sodas, processed foods that have added high fructose corn syrup is going to be the first thing. Now, honey is about 40% by weight fructose, guys. So I know it has all these benefits, but if you're talking about weight and metabolism, your body weight and your metabolism, you're going to want to get honey you're going to want to think about that again before you start adding it to everything. Because if you want to decrease your cellular energy production, then honey might not be the best thing to eat. Okay? So honey, table sugar, now table sugar is called sucrose. Okay, guys? Sucrose. Now sucrose it's made of two sugars combined, fructose and glucose. Okay? And they're combined together and that makes sucrose. Obviously, table sugar has some fructose in it. So if you want to look at things that are really potent, potentially potent inhibitors or things that are going to decrease your ability to burn energy at the level of the cell and shut it down, these are some of the most potent. And especially, number one, it's why it started, is high fructose corn syrup. Now, if you guys want the cheat sheet, I created a cheat sheet for this whole thing. I'm going to tell you guys here in a second about supplementation that you want to consider. These, go to hashimotosdoctor.com/UA for uric acid, UA, and you're going to be able to download. Just enter your email, you get the cheat sheet right there. Okay, and it's going to give you a lot of information on this. So what happens is, guys, the reason fructose is so dangerous and I think such a problem for promoting obesity, promoting fatigue, is that what it does is you have to use an enzyme. See, this is probably the reason that fructose in particular inhibits and creates more problems for us than other sugars, is that you have to use this enzyme called fructose kinase. And all you need to know is that when fructose kinase is utilized, it really decreases the energy within the cell more so than the metabolism of other types of sugars. Okay, so fructose it's utilized with fructose kinase, and it drops the ATP, the energy in your cell, very significantly. It drops those levels, and what is, this promotes an increase in uric acid inside the cell. I've got intra, meaning inside the cell, intracellular uric acid. So fructose saps the energy from the cell, drives up uric acid within the cell. And then what does that do? What does that do? Well, what that does is it decreases the ability of the cell to produce energy. And it does it through a few different enzymes that I didn't really go into and I'm not going to go into here. But it affects some of these enzymes that basically it decreases the visceral obesity. What's viscera, guys? The viscera is the fat behind the muscles. Okay? It's not the stuff you can pinch, right? It's the stuff behind the muscles. That's have you guys ever heard of the omentum? Right? It's this layer of fat that is that cushions the organs, right? It's behind the muscle wall. So this stuff promotes visceral obesity. Now that's where you've got like the protruding gut, you know, and it's hard fat, right? It's like it's behind the muscle wall. So it promotes visceral obesity, which, guys, we know that that's a very dangerous type of fat, by the way, for cardiovascular disease. Very dangerous. Visceral obesity increases triglycerides. So what do I look at when I'm looking at blood work? When I'm looking for problems with blood sugar and metabolism, I'm looking at fasting blood sugar, hemoglobin A1C, triglycerides, uric acid levels. Now here's why. Triglycerides, it lowers your good cholesterol, right? You want HDL, you want which is the high density lipids, okay, HDL, you want the high, and you want the LDL, the low density is lower. So you want the highs high, but if this lowers the good guys, then that's another problem. Increases blood pressure, increases insulin resistance. So are you diabetic? Are you pre-diabetic? Do you have problems there? If you do, man, insulin resistance is obviously, guys, not a good thing at all. That means it takes more insulin that your pancreas has to pump out to lower your blood sugar. And that promotes insulin resistance. And guys, if you don't know this, you don't want insulin high. If you want to lose weight, you want to keep insulin low and steady. And how you do that is you keep blood sugar steady. You don't want low blood sugar throughout the day. You don't want these spikes in higher blood sugar. Because anytime blood sugar goes up, insulin goes up. And guess what insulin is? It's a growth hormone. So what does that mean? It means you're going to grow. And most likely it means, unless you're using it very specifically for consuming consuming higher sugar foods immediately after like a strength training workout, then what's going to happen is when your insulin goes high, you'll be growing in ways you don't want to. You're going to be growing in body fat because it puts you in a fat storage mode. So as long as your insulin's high, you're in fat storage mode, guys. So keep insulin low, and insulin's also inflammatory. It promotes interleukin-6, which is an inflammatory chemical that we know can promote inflammatory processes, autoimmunity. Guys, it's not a good thing. Insulin needs to be low. This promotes insulin resistance. So it also what it will do is it actually promotes increased food intake. It actually makes you hungrier. Now, how does that happen? Have you guys ever heard of leptin? Leptin, some of you I know have, but leptin is a hormone that's produced, and when leptin levels are higher, leptin's actually made by your body fat, guys. So when leptin levels go higher, it produces this sense of being full. But if you lose sensitivity to leptin, and what it does is it decreases the release. So you don't release as much, and it makes you more resistant to it. So it takes more leptin to make you feel full, to give you that feeling of fullness. It's not a good thing at all, because then you feel hungry, so you continue to eat, right? Even though you've met your calories and your body has what it needs, if you're not sensitive to the leptin, or you have decreased leptin output, you're going to have problems. Can you see this cascade of problems that's being created here? Right? It's not good. So the other thing is that what happens is that fructose is very sweet. And things that are sweet, what they do is they trigger your brain to release dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter. It's a neurochemical. And what that does is that promotes a pleasure response. So on top of all this wonderful stuff, it's addictive, right? We become addicted to it because of this hit of dopamine that we get. And so, guys, this is the problem that really is driven from this consumption of fructose. So, again, let's summarize it, all right, guys? And please, guys, if you like this stuff, please give me some thumbs up and some hearts, and I'll keep making videos like this to help you guys take your health back. Please do share this with other people, guys, because so many people have no clue about this, and it's something that everyone needs to know, because what's the leading cause of death? Heart disease. What's the number one predisposing factor to heart disease? Inflammation and obesity. What are we focusing on here? Obesity. And we're learning, how many of you knew that uric acid was a problem for metabolism? I bet not many of you, right? It is. It absolutely is. And we know that uric acid predisposes you. Guys, go back and watch part 1 that I did yesterday on this, but uric acid predisposes you to obesity. So people think, well, I've got high uric acid, my doctor, because I'm obese. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you have high uric acid and the uric acid's promoting the obesity. Because what we're finding with uric acid, and you are thin, you are going to be more likely to become obese. There's a lot of the studies and things that have been done on uric acid. There's some great research, but it's been done in animal models. But I can tell you guys that from a clinical perspective, this all rings true. This is all true. So, guys, what you can do here is you can go to hashimotosdoctor.com/UA, and you can download our cheat sheet. I give you all this, and then I give you something we're going to talk about in just a second, which is I'm going to give you the supplements, the best supplements that you should use to help lower uric acid. And so there's several things that can really help you to bring it down. But what I do is I show you inside my online pharmacy, I show you the hand-picked supplements, nutrients or ingredients. They're actually, I give you dietary recommendations in this cheat sheet. I give you supplementation recommendations, and some of the products that I use combine a lot of supplements, a lot of herbs, enzymes into one supplement, so that you're not taking 10 different things. Okay, because there are a lot of different nutritional supplements that you can utilize to improve uric acid levels and bring it down. And some of the things that I've handpicked combine a lot of those and are very. But you can go to get the cheat sheet here at hashimotosdoctor.com/UA, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough. I've got foods that are the highest foods that are in fructose. Processed foods are what I focus on. Purines like meats, the seafood and processed meats that will increase uric acid production, which we want to avoid. And then I've got a link to the supplements that I like and that I've handpicked within my supplement pharmacy. But guys, let's talk a little bit how we can what type of interventions can we make to bring this down. So an obvious one is cut fructose way down or out of your diet. Okay, and why? All these negative things, and it contributes to all of these problems. So cut fructose way down or out of your diet. Okay, number one. Number two, things that produce uric acid, obviously, which fructose is one of those. But you want to look at those foods, which again I have those in the cheat sheet. You want to reduce those foods, those meats and things that are higher in purines that will promote increased uric acid levels. Okay, that's one of the things. That's the first thing that I would recommend anyone and everyone do. And if I had one recommendation, it would be this: get fructose out. Okay, all the things that are high in fructose. There's just one thing: get the fructose out, and then remove things that produce and promote uric acid production. Okay, step two would be utilize some nutritional supplementation to help you bring down uric acid levels. Okay, and you wouldn't use, guys, I'm not an advocate of using any nutritional supplementation forever at all. I am an advocate of addressing the problem that's driving let's use this example, uric acid high. So if that's diet, then change your diet and use supplements for a month or two to really bring down uric acid levels in combination with while you're focusing on your diet. Okay, so supplements to help lower uric acid levels. The number one thing is going to be celery extract. Okay, celery seed extract is going to be the number one, or consuming lots of celery, or drinking a lot of celery juice by itself. Okay, several ounces per day, like 8 ounces a few times a day. Okay, of celery will help to bring down uric acid. Another thing that you can do is you can utilize black cherry juice, but I don't really like the juice as much as I do the extract, just because of the sugars in it. But you can use like black cherry extracts. Those are going to be extremely potent and powerful, and then pretty quickly. And I've got a list of nutritional supplements that combine a lot of this stuff together, and then there's probably 10 different things that we could utilize. Another thing is going to be, like enzymes are really, really important. Enzymes can help you tremendously. It's like systemic enzymes, some digestive enzymes like bromelain and things like that can be very helpful. But anything that improves blood flow helps to decrease uric acid buildup and flush it from the body. What else? Essential fatty acids are very beneficial because they have anti-inflammatory properties. I'm trying to think. I've got a list of so many different things. Quercetin, which is an antioxidant, which is antihistamine, helps with the inflammatory response. Nettles is extremely beneficial. So guys, I have a full list. You go to the cheat sheet, get the cheat sheet, download it, and then you'll be able to go to my my supplementation pharmacy. You just create an account. It's free. There's nothing to it. You just look at the uric acid or the uric acid, the gout. It's gout and uric acid folder, and I will show you. And it will show you the. I think I've got 4 supplements that I've picked out that combine so many things that will help you to bring down uric acid. So cut out the fructose, remove the uric acid producing foods that are like the proteins higher in purines. Do everything that you can to reduce those things. I've got them in the cheat sheet. Utilize some supplementation for a month or 2. Really bring down uric acid, guys, and you're going to see changes in your energy levels. You're going to see changes in your body fat. You're going to make big differences, especially, guys, if you're consuming any high fructose corn syrup. You are completely sabotaging your health. I'm just going to tell you. I just don't like it at all. I think that the high fructose corn syrup, eat real foods. And stay away from the processed man-made things, especially if that's something that you're doing. You've especially got to do that. Now, if you're not doing that and you've already got a pretty good diet, you're going to want to use uric acid supplementation is going to be one of the primary things. Now, so we've got those pieces of the puzzle. The next thing that I would tell you guys is that if you're doing these things, you're removing fructose, you're removing the foods high in purines like meats, things like organ meats that we know are more classically taught as things that will increase uric acid. If you're already, I would utilize supplementation next. And if you want to go one step further, then I can tell you that if you go to thyroidgiveaway.com, you can enter to win our Hashimoto's transformation program. But I'm going to tell you guys, that program is not just for people that have thyroid dysfunction or Hashimoto's or Graves' disease or an autoimmune condition. It is for people, if you want to lose weight and improve metabolism, it's called a weight loss program. I could call it whatever, but we just work with a lot of thyroid dysfunction, and that is one of the primary things. I can tell you right now that we see people lose on a regular basis following this type of program. It wouldn't be unusual to lose 15 pounds in a month or so. And I know, guys, about 2 pounds per week is what's considered healthy at the most, right? That's what's considered healthy. But a lot of people, when they go on the dietary programs that we have put together, when they follow the lifestyle recommendations, when they utilize nutritional supplementation to support the systems of their body that are breaking down, they end up improving a lot of different physiological functions. And a lot of people lose water that they're retaining. So their weight loss is not just flesh, like body fat. It's actually they've lost a lot of fluid that they're retaining. They've decreased inflammation. All their hormones are working better. Their metabolism's higher. And a lot of things are improving. So if you want to go a step further than just like cutting out fructose, uric acid producing foods, utilizing the uric acid supplementation. If you want to go a step further, I would go to thyroidgiveaway.com, enter the winner giveaway. If you haven't done that, you should do it because we're going to give it away at the end of this month, which is what, like 2 days or so? Yeah, in 2 days, we're going to give away our program. But you can go there, guys, and you can purchase it right now. We're doing a special. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but you can go there, you enter to win. On the next page, you can purchase it for 90% discount. I'm just going to tell you, that's all I'm going to tell you about it. You can go there and do it. But guys, I hope this helps. There's so much information that I could go over, but I don't have a ton of time. I do have to get a haircut today. I got to take my son to get a haircut. So I hope this helps you guys out tremendously. Guys, if you're stuck and you need help and you just want someone, what am I doing? Is this the right approach? Go to hashimotosconsult.com and you can register. You can get a 15-minute consultation with me where I'll give you every bit of information I can to help you out. Okay, so you can go to hashimotosconsult.com. If you feel like you need someone to help you on a much deeper level, then you could go to drbradshuk.com, and I do distance consulting with people around the world, across the U.S. We can help you get laboratory testing. I can help you understand better what's happening to you, give you very specific recommendations for nutritional supplementation. If you need advanced testing to help figure out infections, autoimmunity, things that could promote autoimmunity like infections, chronic infections, food sensitivities, environmental chemical reactivity, hormone imbalances, then guys, just go there and look at our application for care page. You just go to drbradshuk.com, click on application for care page, read about it, see if it's something that might be a good fit for you. If you think it is, then maybe we can work together. Okay? Guys, hope this helps you out. Remember, you can cheat sheet, just go to hashimotodoctor.com/UA and you'll be hooked up with ways to really improve your metabolism by addressing fructose, uric acid, and really improving your cellular energy production, guys. Appreciate you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please do me a favor. Share this with your friends, your family. Help people become their own advocates. Help them take their health back. Help them be better partners with their healthcare. Guys, there's so many people that are suffering needlessly because they just don't know simple things like this. This is really, I'm going to tell you, this is really simple, actually. Cut out the fructose. Basically cut out high fructose corn syrup. Eat real food, guys. Real food. It'll save you. It will save you. It will help you. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. Anyone that's eating processed foods, whole foods they come from the earth. They are what we were designed to live from and to flourish and thrive from. So even if it's not organic, whole foods, guys, help me help other people. Help us help other people. Let's change the world. Let's try to help people take their health back, okay? Hey guys, Dr. Shook, thank you for viewing our videos. I hope they help you out. If you want to, just subscribe to our channel somewhere here. You can watch a video that YouTube's actually selected for you, so hopefully it'll help you out. If you need any other information or resources, just look in the description. We've got links to our website, to our 9 lab test guidebook, and everything else that we do. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great